UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Welcome once again. This is your lunchtime news, and I'm Patricia Lokoma Mpango. Let's not waste any time, but delve straight into the bulletin. The former band master and a Reno musician, retired Colonel Orech Abednego, who participated in the lowering of the Union Jack on October 9th, 1962, when Uganda got its independence, has died at Lera Hospital. Before succumbing to death, Abednego was struggling with heart complications, died of heart failure. Abednego will be buried at Ali Parish, Chigere sub-county in Kole district, at the unknown date yet to be communicated. Now, his body is still in a mortuary at Lera Regional Referral Hospital. In our special report, we'll look at his profile, telling the tale of his role at independence and in the post-independent Uganda before he retired from the army in 1980.
Uganda, if you go to Colorado, there's two flag poles there. One was the British tied up, and the British Uganda was tied, ready to go down. Midnight, 11:59, 1 minute to go. The parade commander give double salute. Royal for Queen, for British, national for Uganda. British flag is up. They said, Royal and national salute. Present, hum. Then rap, 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 rap. Then the band, we playing the British national anthem. The flag is still there, 1 minute to go. God save our gracious Queen, long live, playing by the band.
Born in 1932 in Apache District, Muzei, Abednego Orech joined the British Army Band in 1950 during the King's African Rifle. When the wind of change started looming in 1958, Abednego was Sergeant Major in the Army Band and was among the 240 band members who sounded the magnanimous anthems in 1962 that pulled down the Union Jack as the crane rose as a sign of sovereignty.
Queen Midnight, oh Uganda, may God have all. That one is coming down and this one is going up. They all meet on the road. La la.
Played or sung before and after official functions, the national anthem, composed by George Wilberforce Kakoma, was first played on October 9, 1962, during the Independence Day celebration. A national anthem is part of the paraphernalia of iconography that many of us inherited and regard as both normal and normative.
The Uganda flag is down, up, the British down. That's how the thing happened. Then people were enjoying a lot of things. Noise, happy, clappings and doing this. Midnight. Queen's husband, Phillips, was the one witnessing handover.
Abednego and retired Colonel Tonotoa, who was then a student of Virika Fort Photo, share their experience of this historical day.
The system we inherited, to tell you the truth, that system was a system that worked. Civil servants were dedicated to their work by 8 o'clock. Every civil servant was in the office. And by that time we were working up to Saturday until Amin made it from Monday to Friday after the coup, 1971.
Band, there were only two bands, Army Band and Police Band. Both director of music were all Wazungu. and I was promoted to the rank of lieutenant, appointed director of music of the army. And Oduka was promoted to the director of music, police band. So I recruited 180 and trained them for 9 months in Kiraka. Then prison band was established. And then I trained the Air Force band for 9 months and also was trained. Now we have got 4 security guards for security band.
Retired Colonel Tono Toanae clan head said the British left us responsibility and accountability, which regrettably has been diluted.
In those particular days, talks about corruption, except 1965, when there was these allegations by Cheng Dawoodi about the gold that Amin brought during the civil war in Congo. That was the only time I heard about people taking money.
Both Tony Otto and Abednego have sharp memories of the political instabilities of our country, in which Abednego lost his right eye and survived assassination in 1972. He was saved by one Lieutenant Abdullahi, a Lokbara friend, a few minutes before the trigger was pulled.
Opened the gate and said, "Director, you come, we go," so that man removed me. Then that's how I survived. There was no telephone. Malemungu was GSO1 operation and training. He was brigadier, radio call to all battalion now and actually clear them off from your barracks. And I was here that day.
They appealed to the current politicians to scale down their political tones. Besides writing songs for Ugandan forces, Abednego has written many anthems for different institutions, including Lion Cultural Anthem and the Ugandan Kings and Chiefs Anthem. He retired from the army in 1980 and currently serving as a priest in the Pentecostal Church. Eddie Olwa, UBC News.
Well, we do apologize for that slight technical glitch. As we move ahead, Uganda loses a staggering 9 trillion shillings annually to corruption from its domestic revenue, according to a report from the Inspectorate of Government. IGG Betty Kamia emphasized commitment to collaboration between the civil societies among all actors as the biggest holders of the information while speaking at an annual anti-corruption convention in Kampala.
The annual 9 trillion shillings lost to corruption in Uganda has an approximated recovery of only 30 billion shillings that limits social delivery and economic growth.
As a country, we are still losing over 9 trillion to corruption. 9 trillion, by the way, is approximately one third of our total revenue collections, because we are collecting around 30 trillion. 9 trillion is approximately a third. So we are losing a third of the money that we are collecting through our domestic taxes.
So understand and acquire the skill they need to be able to identify the thieves from the good men and women.
The Inspector General of Government emphasized the need for collaboration with civil society, citing them as the largest holders of information on corruption tendencies in society.
Then you are an accomplice. You are an accomplice and you are a promoter of corruption. So people should stop stepping aside and saying, those people are corrupt. And for us, we are not corrupt. You know, like you have information, we have instruments of authority to work on the information that you get. Let us build a partnership and work.
The Auditor General of Uganda, Edward Akol, urged the youth to take up the fight against corruption, promising support.
Corruption agencies should create more partnership opportunities or internships opportunities to provide the youth with practical exposure to governance and accountability mechanisms. They should also develop collaboration frameworks with youth councils and organizations to harness their collective energy and innovation in the fight against corruption.
A youthful nation in many ways, with more than 70% of its population below the age of 30. It is very much also these youth that face and feel the consequences of corruption. They are seeing their opportunities in life suffer from this, and they're starting to voice their dissatisfaction.
Uganda will join the rest of the world to commemorate the International Anti-Corruption Day on the 10th of December on the theme promoting effective participation of the youth in the war against corruption. Cayenne Faith for UBC.
Well, thank you very much there, Cayenne. Now, the 46th Council of Ministers of the East African Community meeting has approved additional fundings towards the completion of Lake Victoria Basin Commission headquarters in Kisumu. East African Community Secretary General Honorable Veronica Nduvya announced that the funds will be used towards the completion of the construction of the building that is currently at 85%. While one unofficial visit, the Secretary General gave a clean bill of health to the ongoing construction progress supervised by the State Department of Public Works. Nduvya acknowledged Kenya's commitment to see the only East African Community headquarters constructed in the country and implemented to completion. The project had already received $3.2 million from the partner states and is expected to be completed after 12 weeks.
To visit, we are very happy to have taken the opportunity to visit, particularly here in the headquarters that is proposed to host the LVBC. As we can see, a lot of progress has been done. This is a building that has had a big approval of cost almost USD 3 million, and it is 85% complete. The reason you see me here flanked by the PS for Public Works, Mr. Rumunyang, is because we are very happy with the partnership that we have gotten from the Republic of Kenya. The government of Kenya, through the Public Works, has been able to provide its professionals who've been able to offer the quality control and the oversight in delivering this project to the LVBC. For us, we see an opportunity for this building to not only spur the region's economic growth, because having the headquarters here contributes to the economy of Kisumu. We know as we are here that there is an opportunity for us to ensure that we engage with the local population, to host a number of meetings here, to host offices. It's a 3-story building which also includes conference facilities and meeting rooms. We are looking forward to a completion of this project. We are in our phase 2, and we believe by the end of it all we will be ready. We had a meeting the other day at the council which also approved some additional funding, but importantly we also have partners that we are working with to ensure that they contribute to the success of this project. Really grateful, we are optimistic, and we look forward as this being a milestone achievement in our 25 years of existence as the ESC East African Community. I thank you all.
Now, the Minister of Defense and Veteran Affairs, Honorable Jacob Maxwell, both has called on the Takir to make Uganda its manufacturing hub for defense industries, leveraging its strategic position in Africa to replicate Turkey's role in Asia and Europe. Speaking at the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs headquarters during a meeting with the Turkish delegation, Honorable Bowles emphasized the nation's potential to capitalize on its long-standing agreements with Turkey, which dates back to 2016. These include the Memorandum of Understanding and Defense Cooperation Agreements in areas such as technology, transfer, research, and training. The collaboration will be coordinated through the National Enterprise Corporation, the commercial arm of the Ministry of Defense and Veteran Affairs. The Turkish ambassador to Uganda, Mehmet Faith Eke, affirmed Turkey's commitment to deepening its partnership, emphasizing Uganda's strategic importance. Lieutenant General James Mugira, Managing Director of NEC, highlighted the evolution of Uganda's Turkey's relationship, underscoring a shift from being a buyer to a capacity-building partner. Senior officials from both sides, including Major General Jack Bakasumba, the Chief of Joint Staff, Major General Sabiti Mzei, General Manager of Luwero Industries, Brigadier General Charles Bakahumora, Uganda's defense attaché to Turkey's, and the head of Turkish delegation attended the meeting.
There is only one rule you must follow in order to be a winner. Number 1, defeat the undefeatable. You, step forward. I want you to box the air until it falls down. I'm not seeing it falling in. You see it falling in. Box, winning is hard, but with MTN Momo, it's easy. Simply pay or shop with Momo for a chance to win mobile money every day. Use the Momo app or dial *165 *3#.
I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. I'll call you every day. Yeah, yo, baby, dondolo.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks. Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000. Or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Now, as we continue, State Minister for Lands, Dr. Sam Mayanja, has vowed to maintain his fight to ensure equitable land distribution. Let's hear more from John Bansentam.
State Minister for Lands, Dr. Sam Mayanja, has ministered at the 15th Annual Gathering of Nations Bible Believers International Conference at Caring Heart Victory Community Church on Kagula Hill, Kachiri, Wakiso District. His presence coincided with the theme of the day that emphasized praying for the nation, especially in regards to the land question.
You cannot have one person with a piece of paper called a title, with a speeder right, with another person who is on the land, who is a Chibanja, also with the right on the same Chibanja, protected by law, but the other one chasing the land. That cannot be allowed. That injustice must stop, and it must stop now. I'm now the Minister of State for Lands. I'm helping President Museveni to to ensure that this historical injustice ends and every Ugandan has a right to that piece of land he has with the title security of tenure in perpetuity.
The minister didn't only speak land matters but also ministered to the gathering that has brought together believers from more than 10 nations.
People from Tanzania, people from Congo, people from South Sudan, people from the United States of America, people from Nigeria, all gathered here today to pray for our land, pray for this country, and also, as you pray for us, God will hear you and also heal your land.
And in sports, Uganda's national netball team, the She Cranes, has arrived in Namibia ahead of the African Netball Cup that starts next Monday. Let's see more in this report.
After an air trip that first took them to Ethiopia, Uganda's national netball team has arrived at Hosea Kutako International Airport in Namibia ahead of the Africa Netball Cup that starts on Monday. When leaving Entebbe, the team was of 12 players who were joined by Mary Nuba, who flew straight from the UK, where she plays for Loughborough Lightning.
No, I think we won it in 2018 African Championship, and I think the squad has changed a lot since then, and I think there's a lot of maturity going to this tournament. We need the win, and we're going to do all our best as players to make sure we get that. I think the girls, just following up from the series we had last year and first five, and if it's not a netball, but just the gelling in of the girls, I think when we always go on call, we always deliver, and I think it will be the same this time.
The others on the team that is coached by Nelson Bogere are Farida Kandondi, Irene Yaru, Margaret Bagara, Joyce Nakibule, Christine Nakito, and Vidausi Namulema.
I'm not so sure, but if that chance comes, of course it will be good for us to try out some combinations and some players. So if we get a chance of a friendly, we shall have it. If we don't get it, we shall still do our training, working on the bonding, teamwork, things of that kind before the tournament.
The team that has been hosted at Uganda's consulate in Namibia is completed by Namulumba Christine, Masi Batamuliza, Shadia Nasanga, Rachel Nanyonga, Gloria Aya, and Hanisha Muhammad.
I think it's just good for me. I don't see it as pressure. I think the more and I think nobody puts any pressure on me. I think everyone is here to have fun, and that's what drives us as Team Uganda. We're always in together, and when we go out there, we're just 7 on 7. Everyone is backing each other up, and which is beautiful to see. So no pressure at all.
Sandra Nambirige, who has examination commitments at Ndaje University, will join the team over the weekend. The tournament is for 9 countries, highlighted by reigning champion South Africa, that is in Pool A alongside Malawi, Zambia, and Kenya. Uganda's pursuit for a 4th title starts with Pool B that has Eswatini, Namibia, Lesotho, Malawi, and Zimbabwe. The tournament that also features a men's category starts on Monday at the MTC Dome in the coastal municipality of Sokopond in northern Namibia.
Well, that's all we had time for. Thank you so much for choosing us. Let's meet again later. Good afternoon.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Shocking statistics on road crashes in Uganda show that there were over 23,608 road accidents in a single year, 2023. This highlights an increase of 16% compared to the previous year. The Uganda Traffic and Road Safety Report of 2023 also shows that there were 24,728 casualties from road crashes, with 4,806 people dead, 16,736 seriously injured, and in the